Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, biggest dickuses, etc., incontinentia buttockses, welcome back to Total War Rome Remastered and to the Carthage campaign. I believe we're doing this one. Sussius Amogus. Oh, excuse my yawning. Apparently I'm really tired this afternoon. I don't really know why. I got plenty of sleep. The walls shall shake at the noise of the horsemen and of the wheels and of the chariots. Ezekiel 26:10. Unacceptable. Wake up. I know. Wake up. Come on, wake up. Oh yeah, well, enjoy this loading screen, because as ever, it always seems to take ages to load the campaign up the first time round, and then after that, it's usually fine. So, I hope you like this fabulous Egyptian fellow, and this large collection of camels, because you're going to be seeing them for that. Oh no, here we go, here we go. Oh, it's like so close. Stop edging me, loading bar. This is just uncivilized. Yeah, when if you installed it on an SSD, you're not going to have this issue. Clearly, this is I installed it on my pleb hard drive problem because I genuinely didn't think that a remaster of Rome Total War would require an SSD. Genuinely did not think that would be the case, and yet here we are. Imagine having an SSD. I mean, I've got an SSD. It's good and it's fast. I have stuff like the Master Chief Collection installed on there because that game needs an SSD. But I really didn't think. I mean, I didn't think this would require it. And it's like SSDs are quite small, so and mine is as well. So limited space. You've got to be a bit mercenary with what you put on there. Hello, Laren. Yeah, some Total War indeed. Did you get the optional HD textures? Nah, I didn't. Didn't bother. They didn't preload for one thing. And yeah, I've other people have got them, and they said they barely notice a difference. So I think it's probably only noticeable if you're running it in 4K or something. Pardon me once again. Why is it doing this to us? Look at that. It's like 96% full. There's a new stupid cryptocurrency that's trying to make storage as the mechanism for mining, so now you're low-key worried that hard drive prices are going to go up. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I understand any of that cryptocurrency bullshit. All I know is it's making computer bits more expensive, and they can therefore go fuck themselves. Well, if you're watching this later on YouTube, I suppose, if you haven't skipped ahead to the end of this loading screen already, now might be a good time to do so. Those of us sitting here watching it live don't have that luxury, unfortunately. You can't afford a new GPU, and you really don't want to go back to the days when SSDs were really expensive. Yeah, same, dude, same. Cryptocurrency can kiss your shiny metal ass, you know. I really hope it's not actually crashed or something. I know it usually takes a while, but... So salty Scipii taking so long to load out of spite, yes. Oh no, music is happening, we're finally here, there we go, good grief. Why did it take so long on the first loading screen, I don't know, but well, it does for some reason. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the campaign. If you're watching this on YouTube and you skipped that gigantic loading screen, I don't blame you. Hi, welcome back. The funny thing is, as well, like you get in here after that massive loading screen, and as you can see by the stuttering there for a second, like it hasn't quite finished loading everything in. What are you loading in here? Like these ancient meshes from like back in the days of 2004 or whatever? Like really? Whatever. Anyway. 3 hours later. Okay, so anyway, to summarize. We made a daring raid last time on the Scipii and just eliminated them as a faction from the entire game, which I thought was magnificent. And we're also at war with the Numidians, who are proving to be a little bit more, you know, cunning in that they have a massive desert to hide in, and it's getting quite frustrating. Meanwhile, also Corduba, our big mining money pot settlement, is being constantly besieged by the angry Iberians. And no, I refuse to call them the Spanish. They were not the Spanish. The Spain didn't fucking exist yet for not for like another 1,000 years at least. Anyway, so site of famous battle. Oh yeah, of course. Did we get any famous battles over here? If we did, I can't see them right now. All right, there's the Greeks on Sicily. We're pals with them. Yeah, the Midians over here, which we're decidedly not pals with. I believe we're going to attack them now.
My liege, prepare for battle.
Oh, you running away, eh?
Attack!
You yellow bastards. Right, come back here. Lots of archers and desert infantry versus our horde of Iberian infantry. We really need to get a better barracks. Like, there's so many better infantry units we can have as Carthage, and I'm just sitting here with pleb Iberian infantry all the time. It's not very good. This'll do, though. Bizoltes versus Alyamas, apparently. Both got 2 command stars each. Well, you say that, Iron Cobra, but I'm pretty sure even in the days of the Ottoman Empire, people from that region were called Turks. Like, they've been called Turks since, like, you know, the bloody, well, Roman times, almost. Because you had the Seljuk Turks. Rome did refer to Iberia as Hispania. Well, I mean, they also referred to it as Iberia. You may have noticed both of those names are Latin, so... I think Hispania was one of the provinces in Iberia.
The lands of the dead will see many new souls before the sun sets. Just make sure that you are not one of them. Send our foes there instead.
Yes. Delayed cheer.
We go now to our bloody business.
Delayed cheer. Okay, right. So, boys and girls, here we are. with all our dudes. Do you know? I've just realised something. Graphic settings. Unit color scheme is realistic. So I was playing Barbarian Invasion recently. I've been doing a on and off East Roman Empire campaign in my spare time. And in Barbarian Invasion, I decided to put the realistic, like unsaturated color scheme for the units on because it just felt more appropriate in Barbarian Invasion. But apparently, if you change it in Barbarian Invasion, it also changes it in Rome Total War. Who'd have thunk it? Looks fine to me, of course, but yeah, bit less colourful.
We're watching.
Right. Let's get you guys all deployed. Pete! Hello, Pete. Hello. Mr. Pete, sir. How does the day greet you? Mercenaries!
Units, move out. Mercenaries, move out. Units.
You guys are, yeah, another blob of cavalry. Okay, cool. Begin. Where have they? Oh, they've deployed over there. Why do you have to be so awkward, Numidians? You're awkward on the campaign map, and you're awkward on the tactical map and all. How about you go and throw some javelins at some archers? This desert infantry is actually surprisingly good. Oh, hello. Oh no, he's changed his mind. We're thinning out the Numidians, yep. Difficulty am I on? I'm on hard battles and very hard campaign. Need everybody but you two. There we go. Some of you guys not skirmish. You can just stay behind the main battle line and throw javelins over it. Elephants!
Elephants! Elephants! Elephants! Elephants! Elephants!
He won't yell it properly.
Elephants! Elephants!
Maybe once he's in combat.
Units! Units! Double time! Units! Units! Double time! Elephant!
Yeah, I don't know how useful the elephants and the cavalry are actually going to be today, but
Units!
hey ho.
Units! Units!
It's a shame that they didn't. I mean, they added lots of cool features, like, you know, like a range meter for missile units. I really wish they'd done like a thing that shows you the general's like aura radius, like in the later Total War games, because that'd be really useful to know. Well, now that's just a completely unprotected group of archers, isn't it? It'd be rude not to take advantage of that. That's right, run. Okay, I'm not sure I appreciate that. Thanks very much. swear I'll be out of range in a minute. You're being attacked. Right, you guys are out of ammo, aren't you? There we go. Murder those archers. Murder them! Excellent. Oh, hello. Well. Got desert infantry coming up behind as well. You guys charge, attack, have all the fun times. You guys go for those unprotected archers. Hey!
The enemy general has been killed and his men lose heart.
Beautiful. It's not Roman general's bodyguard cavalry, and therefore it is not OP. If that was a Roman general, my horses would all be dead by now. Are they withdrawing? They kind of look like they're withdrawing. You can't have that. Sure. Bisaltes get stuck in. Enjoy, man. Oh, I forgot I had a character over here on the flank. What on earth? The archers charging my elephants, or are they just running towards the elephants? No, they're charging the elephants! What is going on? I mean, you know, it's your funeral, I guess. Just archers just decided they wanted to go out in a blaze of glory. Not the smartest archers, no. They have 2 units of desert infantry that are just standing their ground obstinately. Sometimes you just gotta give the respect where it's due. Fair enough. Elephants! What's the deal with this guy? Just standing there away from the rest of his pals. It's like, guys, the enemy's over here. Come on, it's taking you so long. Or maybe his mount is feeling a bit shy today. Oh my god, look at those eyes. That is the eyes of an elephant that has seen some shit. Alright, get chop, lads, come on. We're not out for an afternoon stroll here. Tempted to make an good old-fashioned death hexagon, actually. Maybe not quite a hexagon, but... Get Bisaltes up here so he can witness the carnage. The elephant's having some First Punic War flashbacks.
Iberian infantry.
Here we go. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any Pila because we're not playing as the Romans, but... Oh, here we go. You ready, everybody?
Units, charge!
That's never not going to look glorious. It's like the French surrounded at Waterloo. except with less dignity.
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
Lovely. Any experience upgrades? Yes, one for the Round Shield Cavalry and one for the Numidian Mercenaries. Ha! Still can get Spanish mercenaries, they're basically a start. Yeah, they are. They're just super expensive to maintain. Trust you've seen the new sprue / frame for Cadians. What do you think of it? It's alright. I mean, it's a nice gesture on GW's part. I mean, to be honest with you, though, like, it's not like I had no options for additional heads and stuff. Like, I've been using third-party sites like Anvil for donkey's years now. It's a little disappointing, if anything, because it kind of indicates to me that they have no intentions of replacing that Cadian kit anytime soon. If they're going to add a new sprue to the box and rebox it. Like, I was really holding out hope for a brand new Imperial Guard kit, or a whole new wave of Imperial Guard kits, frankly, because some of those tanks need replacing as well. But it kind of indicates to me that perhaps that's not going to happen, unfortunately. The addition of the heavy, well, not heavy weapons, but the special weapons to the kit is good, at least. So, you know, you actually have all the options available in the box. That's good. Although I suspect that the price of the box is therefore now going to go up, which is less good. So, because the nice thing about a box of Cadians these days was that it's actually relatively cheap compared to some of the other stuff out there. But now it's going to rocket up to like 35 quid, I'm sure. Gaunt's Coast mods are really cool. I've got the original ones around here somewhere. I'm a little sad that they didn't include Dorden in the set, to be honest. It's a shame they didn't include Dorden, and they also didn't include the Lady Sniper Ghost from the later books, whose name it escapes me.
Mighty General.
But I guess beggars can't be choosers, huh? Mighty General. Elephants! You're being retrained, aren't you? Good, good, good. Oops. Oh, I keep clicking out the window, even though I set the game to not let me do that. How are things going over here in Cordoba? Okay. We are building that stone wall still. Because goodness me, we need it. You mostly missed a loading screen and me murdering some Numidians. That's really what it boiled down to.
My ears are yours.
My ears are yours.
Ships ready.
Ah, yes. This is Bommelcar the Magnificent and his army of cutthroats and thieves. Glorious bastards. A lot of them. How much money do we have? 3.5 grand, although we actually are making less. We have a net turn income of minus 240, which is less good. Why is that? I do not know. I mean, I could find out if I was bothered to look at all the numbers and stuff, but I can't be bothered to look at all the numbers and stuff, so sod it. I just noticed the unit icons also change depending on which color scheme option you pick in the graphics settings. That's kind of neat.
Ready to sail.
Are we transporting a governor to Iberia? We are supposed to be, yeah. I think I don't think we've transported him there just yet, but one of the guys in here is going to be our Iberian governor. I think was it Philosia here? Not Hasdrubal, he's the faction. I think this guy, we've got him hanging around in Carthage at the minute because we have an academy there where he can pick up a few nice traits and followers and shiz like that.
Mighty General!
Or maybe Hamilcar here would be a better choice, although his stats are not as good. Zoltis is really... Yeah, this tutor and Chrysippus here are kind of wasted on him, aren't they? We should probably... That said... I mean... the problem is likes to drink and he's lazy. Which cancels out these good traits he's got, which is a bit of a shame. So... I honestly think I'm going to give this tutor in Chrysippus to our man over here, Philosia. Let's see. How do I do that? How do I do that? Oh, here we go. Move followers. This is a very nice new feature in the remaster that I really do appreciate, actually. Let's see. Byzantes. The Kyrugian. Actually, no, that you can probably keep the Kyrugian. Yeah, no, keep him. No, actually, we want to select. You do this the other way around, don't you? Select him and then you transfer. Yeah, here we go. So Chrysippus and what does this guy do? Okay, he's quite useful for sieges. Mercenary captain, no. Merchant, maybe. Priest of Baal. Now let's get you the tutor. Maybe the wise man? No. Okay. You guys though, get you those guys, and then I was thinking. Where is he? Where is Byzaltes? There he is. Thinking you, sir. You can have this sword bearer, and you can have let's see, not the drill master. You can have this guy, whose name I can't even begin to imagine how to pronounce. And also the Kyrugian. There you go. A lot of skipped frames. That might be a you problem, computer, because I don't have dropped frames at my end. Like, there's a drop frames counter in OBS, and it's at 0 right now, so... Yes, Second Sense confirms it's fine at his end.
Your humble servant.
One of your frames are undropped. Good. As are mine. Undropped frames are the best frames. Oh, look! It's a Gallic diplomat. It's a long way from home. Okay, is there anything else to do at the end of this turn? I'm not entirely sure if there is. We could recruit something. few more turns until we get Royal Palace in Carthage. Let's have a bit more Iberian infantry.
Mighty general.
Just to bulk out this army slightly. Yes, you're making your way to Egypt, aren't you, our little merchant dude here?
Our ships are under attack.
Trireme, bireme, and a bireme. I think we're going to lose this one. Oh, we lost a ship. No! Damn you, Romans. I gotta be honest with you, computer. If nobody notices an issue, then I don't really care. Because it looks fine at my end. Okay, the Julii and Gaul are at war with each other. That's good. And the Brutii and the Greeks are at war with each other. That's also good. Okay, all that retinue stuff got taken care of. Elephants have been retrained, I think. Were these the elephants that belong to... Yes, they are. They're the ones that belong to Bommelcar, so...
Orders?
Back in the boat, you.
Move out.
Ships ready.
Sire.
Pleased to be getting in the boat now?
Ready to sail.
What's the problem here?
Prepare
Do you want to bugger off? I think you're stopping me from being able to get in my boat.
Sire.
There we go.
Aye, my
Leading
lord.
the army. Disembark.
Ships
Mighty
ready.
general.
Yes, mighty lord.
Right, where did that fleet that retreated
ready.
end up? Right, there you are. Can you make it...
Aye, my lord.
Let's just go this way. Past Malta. So he was asking if it mattered. The video looks fine to you. I think skipped frames are a feature.
General.
So essentially what happens is, as long as we're talking about skipped frames or dropped frames, is what basically skipped frames are when, like, say for example, I am in a faction screen like this, and all that's being rendered right now, right, basically is just a very static menu, right? So what the encoding does is it basically skips a lot of the frames being rendered here because it doesn't need to use a lot of them because essentially it's just a static image, right? And then if I start moving around again, it'll, you know, it'll render more of them. And sometimes it's a feature that I actually turn off some when I'm encoding videos because it can be a little bit irritating sometimes. It could cause issues, but it's never really come up on OBS and on the streams, so. I'd like to build another watchtower out here, but I don't have a governor to do it, unfortunately.
Ready to sail.
Alright, fine, computer. Apparently you know more about this than me.
My liege.
The stream seems to look fine for everybody else, so I really don't care, to tell you the truth. There, do you want a badge? Do you want a sticker? You know more about it than I do. Thanks, clever clogs. Now can we carry on with the stream?
yours, mighty one.
My liege. My liege.
We need to recruit more cavalry over here, because I kind of took the rest of it back to Africa with me. Whoops. Yes, he says mighty one like he just had a refreshing drink.
Mighty general.
My liege.
I want to say it again now.
Sire. Mighty general. Orders. Sire.
Sire. Sire. My liege. My liege.
You bastards. Right, never mind.
Sire.
They are very enthusiastic, aren't they, the Carthaginians?
Ships ready.
Hello. Oh! Crumbs. Hello there, Julii. Well, I guess we're going to lose Palmer pretty soon, huh? Fuck. That isn't good. I do not have any ships that could possibly get in range, do I? Nope. King Julii hoovering up all my damn islands. This is very irritating, you know. Oh well. I sort of like I feel inclined like maybe I should go try and take them back. Then again, I could just march my way up the boot. But I feel like I need slightly better infantry to take on the Romans at the moment. Every time I fight them, it ends up being incredibly goddamn clutch. When's this Governor's Palace going to be done? I really need some better infantry. Alright, what are you doing? You're just stuck, aren't you? Go this way.
My liege.
Yeah, it's the Egyptians again. We've already talked to them. Path blocked, yeah, that's what it was. Hello, Romans. Oh, the Gauls are cooperating with the Romans to blockade me. What is going on? Oh, hello, random Numidian stack. What are you doing here?
Sire.
Let's just casually recruit a unit of long shield cavalry. And also, now let's see, where is it? City barracks, that gives you Libyan spearmen. Yes. Couple of Balearics ready to be murked in Palma. Good point, actually. I forgot we actually do have a family member here.
March. March.
There we go. The Romans could try and take this place, but it's going to be painful for them, and if nothing else. Can I recruit anything? I can recruit peasants. That's barely even worth doing, frankly. Right.
Aye, great lord.
Suppose I could send you up here.
Ships ready.
No, let's send the big fleet.
Aye, my lord.
Diplomatic information. We are now at war with Gaul, apparently. Oh yeah, of course, because they've just blockaded our thing. So we and the Romans are both at war with the Gauls. Dacia and Macedon have broken their alliances, and we've broken our alliance with Carthage, with the Greeks for some reason. Why? I don't quite understand, but okay.
Aye, great lord.
I really don't want to have to deal with the Numidians right now. They're very annoying.
Mighty general.
And they just keep popping up everywhere. It's so irritating.
Victory! Forward. Prepare for battle.
I'm getting all resolve on this. 150 casualties. That's probably fair enough.
Victory! Prepare for battle.
You're heading down this way, chums. Do you know what? No. Recruit some Iberian infantry instead, because honestly, cavalry are not going to be super useful in a fight against desert infantry.
Ship ready.
At least now you can take Syracuse. Well, I don't want to. I'm not at war with the Greeks. I'm just not in an alliance with them anymore for some reason.
My eyes are yours.
Great one.
Yes, my liege.
Oh my god, Egypt. Why are you absolutely
Yes,
everywhere?
my liege.
You just turn the fucking war off and the entire eastern half of the map is like it's all Egypt. Always was. Okay.
Orders.
We build over here. Build a militia barracks in Cordoba. That's what we can do. Now we've got those stone walls done. We need Cordoba. It makes us lots and lots of money. It's all chariots, yeah. Always was. Really, guys? We're laying siege to Carthage, are we? You don't look Roman to me. City expands. Was that? Oh, nice. Well, I'd like to be able to upgrade you, but we can't afford it. How embarrassing. Guess I'm just gonna wanna sally out against those fellas. Because, oh my, where do these fuckers keep coming from? How long is it going to be until I've killed you all?
Victory is ours, mighty one.
Good God.
Move out.
Mercenary hoplites. Tempting. Since we're about to have a city battle over there. Yeah, alright then. Money situation is not superb right now, but that's okay. It's all temporary.
Prepare for battle.
Right, what do you got there? Oh my god, really? Just desert infantry and nothing else? That's a pain in the ass. Ugh. Yeah, they are spearmen. That's the problem. Ugh.
Orders?
You have any archers or skirmishers? Not in town at the minute, no. I mean, if they're trying to actually attack the city, I mean... Fuck, you know what? They actually might do it. God damn it! And I don't have enough money, really, to... afford mercenaries at this point. Fucking hell.
My liege, forward.
I can get some Libyans with some javelins.
Onward, my liege, onward.
Go stand on that bridge menacingly for a bit, mate. See what kind of a reaction you get. Sally forth to mischief them into towers. Yeah, that is an option, admittedly. But only if they take the bait, really.
Aye, my lord.
Which I don't think that they're not exactly always guaranteed to do, so. Oh, hello. The Romans are fucked off.
Aye, my lord.
The Romanis actually aeonted to Domus.
Ready to sail. Attack.
Ooh. Average victory. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. Back to port, thank you.
Ready to sail.
Could go raid the Romans for money. I don't have any ships to do it with, unfortunately.
Aye, great lord.
Right now. Otherwise, I could hop over there and burn down Croton for fat stacks of cash. Unfortunately, I just don't have any ships. I can't get across. Because even though this bit here looks like kind of like a land bridge, it's actually not. He's buggered off, so he has. He's scuppered. 10 turns. Well, you know, good luck with that, frankly. Idle resources report. Okay, my spy is apparently doing bugger all. It's mostly by design, if I'm honest. A diplomat. Oh, he's also doing bugger all. Okay.
To hear is to obey.
To hear is to obey. You can go this way.
Moves depleted, sir.
There you go. Ten turns of you not getting a dime out of Carthage. Yes. Yes. It's also 10 turns of me not actually losing Carthage, which would probably be worse. I could have sworn Rome 1 had land bridges. At least you could mod them in. That is to say. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I can't interact with a merchant. That's a shame. What do we have here? Oh, it's a Pontic city.
I carry your word.
How you doing? Trade rights, Milados. Map information, mayhaps.
A most generous proposal.
Excellent. Oh, there we go. Wow, Pontus has all of Anatolia. Fair enough. Okay. Oh God.
Ready to sail.
God damn it.
Ready to sail.
That's really inconvenient. Shit.
Set sail.
Look at my poor ships.
Mighty general.
Right, if you're going to attack the city, I'm going to have friends. Meanwhile, hello Leptis Magna, I'm going to destroy you now. I think I have elephants, so I don't even need battering rams. Let's do this. Yeah. Elephants. Nature's battering ram, indeed. There is a lot of javelins, however, I reckon I can figure out a way around that. A wise man in times of peace prepares for war, says Horace. Well, Horace, I would argue that perhaps, in some situations, maybe not all, that could become a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Worse than any camel is the enemy. Fear has unmanned them. Fear of you, oh brave warriors. Fear of you.
Yeah, good for you. Worse than any camel. I am a walking stereotype.
Units, move out. Units, march.
Cavalry! Shield cavalry! Shield cavalry!
Units, forward, move out. Mercenaries, move out. Mercenaries, hoplites.
Hoplites! Hello! Guess who's going in first? The expensive mercenaries, you say? Why, of course. Okay. Right, where have they done? Where have they gone? Perfect.
Mercenaries, attack quickly. Libyan mercenaries, loose formation. Units, missiles, attack quickly. Libyan mercenaries,
Attack quickly!
stand and charge. Units,
No skirmishing for you.
fight. Libyan mercenaries.
Guys, what are you doing? Right, whatever. Splat, splat, splat.
Mercenaries.
Fuck it, lads. Just get in tight formation and throw some spears, will you?
Mercenary hoplite.
Can elephants batter down regular walls? They can. Off you go, lads. That's what I like to hear, the sound of screaming Numidians. Very pretty town square, though. Shrine to Baal. Oh no, don't kill my expensive mercenaries. Whatever will I do? Okay, less spear throwing at the elephants, though, would be nice. Alright, elephants. Elephants go this way. No, I've lost 2 of them already! Right, they're gonna go all the way over there. Elephants, you will go to the opposite end of the city.
Mercenaries.
Let's see what they do. They're gonna follow the elephants, or are they gonna...
Elephants. Wipe them out.
Looks like they might be.
Units. Libyan mercenaries.
Why do you keep running around, you idiots? Come on.
On our way.
Yep, they're coming back this way. Or are they? No, okay. Oh, Jesus. Clicked out the window. Sorry, everyone.
Attacking us!
Okay, it's working out perfectly so far. Aside from the 2 elephants we lost, that's a bit of a shame. No, Nelly! What happened to you? Oh. Yeah. The dude's got, like, muck on him. Never noticed that before. Is that something that happens when you've got the realistic unit textures on or something? I don't know. Go on, Nelly. You can do it. I believe in you. Headbutt that wall into submission. No, don't you dare come over here.
Missiles.
Head bash hard in Ellie. There we go. Haha! Hello, boys. What up? The elephants are in town. Right, put your spears away and run. Have some revenge, elephants. Uh-oh. The elephants are losing? How? Fucking skirmisher cavalry! How? Here we go. Oh, kebab time! Oh yes, there we go. Yeah. Right, in you go. Oh, look, right, you're gonna run past all the javelins, aren't you? Oh no. Oh, that sucks for you. You could kill my elephants. Whoa, 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 move, 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 don't. Jesus Christ, can we not lose so many elephants? This sucks. Right, since all they've got left is like skirmishes and guys, go over here. These guys are going to capture the gate for you.
Your men have taken the walls.
Uh-oh.
Now the way to your victory.
No elephants, why? Oh dear. Please, please just go off the map. Oh. I'm sorry, elephants. It's time. Up with you rampaging around my poor soldiers, I will not put. Oh, Jesus. We really need to capture this gate, guys. Come on. There we go.
Units! General units! Cavalry! Move at the double! Units! Charge! Charge!
The men on top are just like, okay, time to die. Yeah. They kill the elephant and then themselves. Hoplites just fucking stand around. There's nothing much useful you can do on this battle. It's all about the cav. Did I say you guys could stop? Jesus. It's not tea time. There's a battle to be fought. Oh dear. This is what happens when the backup doesn't arrive in time. Could this battle go any worse? What an absolute comedy of errors. Sweet Jesus. You just watch my general all die in a second. Just to rub salt in the wounds. Oh, there we go.
The general was a fool. He sacrificed himself rather than leading his men to a dignified defeat. Oh
boy, there's my general. Nice beard.
Units, advance! Units, charge!
Defeat! Yeah.
Units,
Look at this amazing pathfinding right here.
units,
Just a beautiful thing, isn't it? It's like, this building is like really interesting, guys. This barracks here. Oh wait, oh sorry, the fire's over here. We better come back. Oh. There we go.
Victory lies in your grasp, and there
Jesus.
is nothing the enemy can do but run.
Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. We took. I kind of thought we took more than 145 casualties, I guess. But hey, I guess the elephant still only counted as one. So ends the bloody business of the day. Yeah, appropriate quote.
glorious victory!
All right.
This land is ours.
I think we'll just occupy. Whenever the game lets me actually click the option. There we go. We will occupy. Repair that wall. This is all already like Carthaginian culture, so hopefully it should be just fine. Retrain those cav. It's all about all we can afford to do right now. But we just gained a whole new money-making settlement over here, which is great news. So I'm going to bump it all the way up to very high tax rate for a minute here because we can while the army's in town. Beautiful. Okay. Bloody progress. Although I'm well aware of the fact that the bloody Numidians have a town all the way down here, which I'm sure is going to cause me some issues. It'd be nice if Egypt just declared war on them. Yeah, it'll be all the troops, won't it? Base level, yeah, garrison plus 80%. Population is too damn terrified to do anything about us. Now they've got reinforcements on the way, so I feel like we need to do something about this besieging force. What's our income look like next turn? Okay, it's on the up now. This is good.
Mighty general! Mighty general!
Let's attack from the city, because that way we'll have the towers to use to our advantage.
Prepare for battle!
We do have the reinforcements. Such as they are. Sail over the Sicilian army. I do that, I can virtually guarantee that the Brutish will just land and take the whole damn place. That Sicilian army sat there as a deterrent as much as anything else. Puntastic. I think you mean Punic-tastic. Sorry, I'll go now. I'll end the stream.
On my orders!
Shameful display, etc. Oh, nice walls. Very fancy. Well, there they are. Shame we don't have any missile units. Real shame. But okay. Militia. Start the battle.
New troops have arrived on the battlefield.
Hello.
Send them to the point of crisis.
Calm down, man. Calm down. There's the towers. Yeah, the tricky bit, though, is going to be trying to convince the enemy to come within shooting distance of the towers. If it's anything like it used to be, Barman, it basically overwhelmingly favors horse archers. The auto-resolve in this game. Although, apparently, in the remaster, they did make some changes to the auto-resolve, so I don't know if that's actually true anymore. Oi, 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 Elena. Knee politics, knee politics. Cool outfits, I guess. They remind me of the Bedine from the Neverwinter Nights Let's Play. The Bedine, who are definitely not just like the Bedouin, but with a slight name change. Square shields was up thing of the Eastern nations at this time period. I don't know if the Numidians count as Eastern, frankly. But like square wicker shields were a thing that were used, particularly by like the Persians and stuff. Not like those weird things they're carrying, but like proper like wicker covered shields that are big and square and about, you know, sort of equivalent to a Roman legionary shield in size.
Units, move up. Units, forward.
This is really quite fascinating, this. Look at this. This is Rome Total War at its peak right here. Are they parading? Yeah, it's like a fashion show, isn't it? The catwalk. Modeling the latest Carthaginian cavalry styles. You fucking morons, come on, let's sort this out.
Units, move up. General. Units, forward.
I'm too sexy for my horse. Good thing I've got battle time limits turned off. I do like these very arid, slightly desert battles, actually, in Rome Total War. They're just something very aesthetically pleasing about them. Here's Carthage in all its glory, anyway. With a gigantic palace. Do we really know an awful lot about the Carthaginians, like, in terms of archaeological evidence and stuff? Something I've always been a bit curious about. Since the Romans did such a thorough bloody job of burning the place to the ground. Romans basically erased them. Yeah, I know. What a bunch of dicks, frankly. Those Romans, eh? What a bunch of dickheads.
General! Units, forward!
Okay. You skirmishers, you're probably going to be a very integral core part of my strategy here. Let's hope the enemy takes the bait, frankly. YouTube channel Invicta did a series on what we do know. Let's check that out. Yeah, we do have some javelins. They arrived as reinforcements, so my plan is to send them up. Throw some spears at those desert infantry and hopefully maybe the desert infantry will give chase.
Units!
In fact, I might move these guys back a smidge into this wonderful little kill box we've got here. Okay, you guys.
Units!
Just bring it back a smidge here. Yeah, this train, exactly. I mean, that's the whole vibe that Rome Total War gave off for me, really. It always reminded me of those exact movies you're talking about. You know, with like the aggressively American-sounding Romans and stuff. And everything being a real sort of pastiche with no real serious regards towards historical accuracy. It's kind of trying to evoke the feel of one of those old movies.
Yes, great lord! Ready, aim, fire! They're attacking us! We're being attacked!
Welcome, Moon and Star.
Hey.
I have prepared a place for you.
Mr. Zamalf, hello, sir. Hello, Zamalf. Hello, raiders and friends. What are you guys playing today? I think I saw Jagged Alliance 2 on the thing earlier, if I am correct. Which is an awesome game. I almost said awful. That's not what I meant at all. Awesome game that I've never actually gotten around to playing. They're not. I can't help but notice, guys, they're not taking the bait, are they? Oh, wait, hang on a minute. It looked a little bit like they might be about to move there. Oh, we're out of javelins. So, you know. Alright, just run really close to them and see what happens. Oh, guys, what are you doing? Come on. Oh, there's pathfinding. Don't you miss this from the original Rome? This amazing pathfinding. Oh, the problem is they're in skirmish mode. I've just realized that's what it was. Sorry, Rome. I didn't mean to insult your pathfinding without cause. That was my fault. They're getting very confused because I was telling them to go really close to the enemy, and they were like, but sir, we are in skirmish mode. How close can you actually get? So, hey guys. Yeah, fancy a coffee? We got some nice shops in town if you want to just come in and have a look. Just, you know, walk this way towards the towers. Which definitely are not filled with archers. Numidia's just sat like, well, this is awkward. We didn't really plan for this scenario. Okay. Right, now immediately leg it. Go, guys, go. Go, 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 go. I know a bunch of you are gonna... Right, you're just routing now, aren't you? And let me guess, you guys aren't gonna give chase? Hello, Queen. Thank you very much for 35 months of subbage. So you're still going strong with the Tomb Raider playthrough. I am capitalizing in the minute on the fact that this game is suddenly quite popular. Don't worry, we're not done with Tomb Raider. We are not done with it at all. I was going to stream it during the week, but I wasn't able to because some stuff came up. God damn you, AI. God damn you to hell. Suppose theoretically, you could just every turn come out here, throw javelins at the enemy, and then go back into the walls. Yeah, I really like chasing generals around. Alright, we'll give it a go then. Yeah, exactly, second since. I adore this game, and the fact that it's actually like topical and popular right now is, yeah, too good an opportunity to pass up on, frankly. I mean, you say that, Aurelius, but I'm not so convinced, if I'm honest. I've got only two units of Iberian infantry. The others are town militia. And they've got like defense 9, attack 7. Whereas the desert infantry have defense 13, attack 7. So they really are just better. If we do a little comparison here. The desert infantry are basically better in every conceivable way. Better defense skill, better shield.
General, with all haste. Quickly, hurry. General, awaiting your command. Move. General! Run!
Maybe
General, with all haste.
we can not give it chase either. They're just going to rearrange their lines slightly to counter my positioning, which admittedly is pretty darn smart.
Move out.
I'm thinking maybe if we can get a triple charge off. Oh, here we go. Leg it, lads. Cheese it. A bit faster than that, please. Oh my god, that's all I needed. Like a horse traffic jam.
Hurry.
It's a good thing General's cavalry have 2 wounds each, otherwise we probably would have... Oh my god, look at this mad lad.
Hurry.
It's like, I can get him. Trust me, lads, I can get him.
General. Run. General, wipe them out! General, with all haste! General, with all haste! Move!
This way, gents. Come on.
General, forward! Move! Run!
This way, towards the towers, friends.
General, quickly! General, march! Forward! Run! Wipe them out! With all
Oh,
haste!
changing their minds? No.
Wipe
Yeah,
them
no,
out!
no, yeah, no.
Quickly!
We got a few of them there.
Quickly! Forward!
Okay, stuff's happening now, officially.
General, quickly! General, hurry!
The siege of Carthage, yes. Appropriate air quotes. Damn it!
Units! Units!
I got 3 General's Bodyguard cavalry units here. I know you guys are spearmen, but maybe I can take you anyway.
Units! Units! All units!
Gonna need absolutely everything here, though. Even the little skirmisher dudes. Yeah, the risk to my generals is not great, especially considering
General!
that's my faction leader right there. Carthage Kerfuffle, yeah. Be a good name for the episode on YouTube, actually. This music track that's playing right now absolutely bloody slaps.
Units! Units, march! General! March! Units!
Yeah, that's the thing I loved about Jeff Van Dyke's soundtracks for these games was the fact that the music and what was happening on screen always matched up so well.
Units!
Then along came Empire Total War, and it just had a absolute wet fart of a soundtrack.
Units, march! Forward! Units!
I fear for these poor town militia, they are not going to last very long.
Units, move at the double! General, with all haste! General! Units! Move at the double!
Oh my god, no! No! Oof. I accidentally hit the shortcut there for like fast forward mode. Jesus Christ.
Units! 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 General, with all haste! Units!
Oh my god. The cheeky bastards, I can't go around them. Okay, okay, the ranks are folding up. Let's make this happen. Come on, rout, you bastards. Yes!
Enemy. Does not stand but runs away. Is there any point in killing him?
There is a point in killing him, because I want you to murder all of his dudes so they don't come back to lay siege to us next time.
The enemy flee. Chase them from the field and give them no rest or pity.
They're gonna get away, aren't they? No! Well, we killed most of them. Good on you, town militia. You held just long enough for this to work. Oh, I see. Now you guys run towards the towers. Still wish Total War would make a pike and shot era game. So the problem with that is you'd have to get the formations really, really spot on for a pike and shot game to work, and I don't know if Creative Assembly is confident enough in their AI being able to do it. Is the thing. Like, I saw how badly it struggled with gunpowder armies in Napoleon and Empire, so... So annoying when your cavalry just casually strolls beside the infantry rather than riding them down. Yeah, I know. I mean, Empire was just a massive disappointment to me. Napoleon was okay, particularly with mods, but they still weren't brilliant games.
And there is nothing
If you
the
ask
enemy
me.
can do but run.
I mean, they did the sea battles were good. I'll give them that. The sea battles were pretty good in those games, but the land battles were just. Ugh. I don't. You see, the thing is, it's just like the problem in the Napoleon Total War is just the AI was just it just couldn't figure out even the most basic concept of just lining up a bunch of infantry in a straight line and having them shoot their muskets. They were always running them around all over the place and they're creating zigzaggy, overlapping things all the time. And it was just, yeah, it was way too easy to beat them. Scourge of War Waterloo is your go-to. Yeah, Scourge of War Waterloo is what you play if you want a decent Napoleonic RTS.
Glorious victory! Sire! Sire!
Right, you head back down there. You guys get settled in at Carthage.
My liege.
Hopefully, yeah, our estimated balance next turn is looking rather nice now. Now that they've lifted that siege. Hasdrubal is a confident commander now. Good for him. At the age of 62, I mean, he's going to be dead very soon. I'm starting to think maybe I should transfer his, you don't know, his followers, because he's got a lot of them. In fact, I think I will. Let's see. We want to transfer them to Philocere here, I think. You would be a good governor of Carthage, I think. Where is the bugger? There he is. Right. Let's get you that drill master. Actually, no. Yeah, no, get you the drill master. And the herald. And Hieronymus cannot be moved. Oh. Already has a follower of this type. Interesting. Didn't realize that was a thing. Didn't know followers had types. What does he have? Okay, yeah, he's got a load of stuff. Oh, yeah, he's already got a priest of Baal and a Numidian chef and a librarian and stuff. Fair enough. He doesn't have a Hieronymus, mind you, but okay, cool. Yeah, look at this guy. Influence 4, management 4. Yeah, he'll do a good job of ruling over Carthage for us. That'll be good. Excellent. LOL, it's the funny number. Nice. Cossacks is made by the same guys who did the Stalker FPS game. Is that really? I didn't know that, if that was the case. I personally really recommend the Ultimate General games, because those are made by the guys who made Darth Mod back in the day. For Empire, Total War, and Napoleon. They went on to make Ultimate General Gettysburg, Ultimate General Civil War, and Ultimate Admiral. Well, Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail, which came out of early access very recently, and then they're working on Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts at the moment. I really like those games. They're fucking hard as balls, though. Like, I had to go at Ultimate General Civil War, and I got my ass kicked. Okay. I think we can end the turn now. Hello, Amulius Julius. I see you over there. I think the fact that you're stuck next to a bunch of Gauls is actually helping me out slightly, funnily enough. Oh my god, stop with the desert infantry spam. I preferred the skirmisher spam, if I'm honest.
Sire!
Union or Rebs, out of curiosity? Union. Obviously. Didn't fancy playing for the slavers, to tell you the truth. Same reason you won't catch me playing as the Germans very often in most strategy games.
Sire!
When it comes to World War II, I mean, specifically. I probably should have clarified that. I got nothing against Germany.
Orders!
Now we remove it from context. Damn it!
Orders!
Yeah, it's in the turn. I always get that nagging feeling I've forgotten something, but we'll be okay, I think.
None shall see me.
None shall see me. I hate the Germans so much that I'm going to play Gothic after we're done with... oh god. Bye, Greeks. After we're done with Daggerfall. Still looking forward to that, by the way. Love me some Gothic.
Ships
And of course,
ready.
that will now be misquoted as,
Ships ready.
I hate the Germans so much.
Aye, great lord. Aye, great lord.
There we go.
Set
Merging fleets is
sail.
always weird in this game. So if you get two admirals with stars, that you can't merge them into the same
Ready to
fleet.
sail.
And it's proper strange. boy. Retrain o'clock right here.
Orders?
Look, who's back? It's some more Numidian desert infantry for a change. It's okay, Dave. Daggerfall can't hurt you right now. Yes, it can tomorrow, though. A suitable husband. Age 20, 1 star, 1 management. Bureaucrat and confident commander. Yeah. Fantastic idea. Where did he end up? In Lily Bayum. You can go head over there. Marriage celebrations, diplomatic information. The Greeks and the Julia are at war. SPQR and the Gauls have declared a ceasefire. How do you get a ceasefire with SPQR? I couldn't do it before. I sent a diplomat and I just couldn't. The option was not there. Damn it all. Right. Get some town militia recruited. And we're broke again, yes. You have to be at peace with all other Roman factions first, then try and peace out SPQR. Alright, I see. Problem is, this peace only lasts for like 1 turn, and then they go back to war again. So, like, you have to. That's a job that requires like multiple diplomats. We're just gonna have to accept that we're going to be at war with the Romans until fucking Endsieg. So, oh look who's back! Any more slingers? No. Sad times. Not that I'd be able to afford them anyway. It is pretty weird, honestly, some guy. I mean, I always liked it from a gameplay perspective, not a historical one, because this is a historical representation, it's bullshit. But from a gameplay perspective of making sure that Rome is powerful and is going to expand and cause problems for all the other factions, that's good. And also the civil war that you get later on with the Romans is also good. That kind of stops you from snowballing and becoming too powerful by giving you a mid to late game big Roman versus Roman Barney.
Sire!
Does Roman AI ever do a civil war? Do you know what? I don't know. I don't actually know. It's a good question. Go, little merchant, go! Go, little diplomat. What up, Senate?
Our patience is limited.
No ceasefire for me? Jolly good. Carry on then.
Here is to obey.
Oh my god! Okay. Sucks to be a Roman in this timeline. Oh, wow. Okay. Good stuff.
Ready to sail.
Brennus is back, baby. I wonder, though, if, like, the Gauls are getting pushed south by the Britons. Because, do you remember we had a diplomat running around up here and, like, all these German towns we came across were being besieged by the Britons? I wonder if there's, like, a migration thing going on here. Amazing. Right. No, they didn't conquer Rome. They conquered Arretium. Rome's down there, but to see the Gauls take Arretium in this game is just, it's a rare thing indeed. It's beautiful, but it's rare. You love to see it. Yep.
Aye, great lord.
All right, intern again. I know, like the entire Julii army is just hanging around on Palma right now, indecisively trying to make their mind up whether they want to attack or not. I mean, in the short term it's good, in the long term it's bad, because I am actually also at war with Gaul. Okay, Cordoba is expanding. Oh, okay. I sure wish I had the money to actually afford these expansions I keep getting. A couple of turns of being actually pretty frugal with the cash would sort that out, but can't afford to be frugal either right now. I got a load of ships and stuff that need retraining. Where do these guys come from? They're just constantly appearing out of nowhere. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. Normal tax rate.
Orders.
Time to march back, Bizaltes. Oh. Huh. Didn't know we had a stables here. Apparently we do. God, man. Like doors spring out of holes in the ground, I don't know. They really do seem to just be coming from nowhere. It's a little bit of a problem.
Orders? Sire.
That feeling when you're a Carthaginian soldier and the sand dunes start speaking Numidian.
My liege. My liege.
Just get some boats over here. I could maybe make some progress up the Italian peninsula here. What is this army here? A whole blob of principes and some war dogs and 3 family members. Okay, Brutii. Whatevs. They really like Velite gladiators, really? They really love their war dogs for the AI for some reason. Oh, they've even got some Triarii back there. Do you know, to be fair, actually, that's kind of a surprisingly scary army. 3 units of OP Roman bodyguards. The dogs less so, but a huge blob of principes? Yeesh. My infantry wouldn't last 30 seconds in combat with them. Oh look, they've left again.
Aye, great lord.
We need to be building more economic buildings, but unfortunately military matters are just tying up all my funds at the moment. It's very irritating. But oh well. Maybe we should try for a ceasefire with the Gauls. Might not be a bad idea. Oh, there's a Greek diplomat. Perfect. That's who I wanted to speak to. Oh, here we go again.
We're surrounded.
Am I liking the remake so far? I like it. You know, it's still Rome at the end of the day. It's just with a few quality of life improvements. And a few extra features behind the scenes that the modders will appreciate, so... On the whole, I like it. It's good. You need to die.
Prepare for battle.
Chase you into the blasted desert. I'm not going to auto-resolve that, because I know what the auto-resolve is going to do with all those skirmishes. It's going to mistakenly assume that they'll be able to throw all their javelins at me before dying. I'll take massive casualties. I mean, there's a limit to what you could do, Furiosa, you know? Like... It's not like modern Total War games have super smart AI as it is. And this team are not Creative Assembly. There's some other guys that got in to work on it from outside.
Today is a day for brave deeds, so that our fame will be known from one...
I think they did tweak it a bit, and I think they probably just did as much as they could under the circumstances.
Move up! Move up!
Shield cavalry! Forward!
Numidian mercenaries! Cavalry! Forward!
Units!
Okay.
Units! Move up!
This looks alright to me.
Units!
No. There we go. Like this. No, actually, you know what? Even better. Like this. If you're gonna fight them on the slope, we might as well make it a less steep one. Sorry, I clicked outside the window again. Foolishly. How do you rotate formation? You hold control while holding Alt.
Mercenary hoplite! Standard formation!
Saharan battle maps randomized out of curiosity. Should be. As in, you're not going to keep getting the same one, sort of like Total War Warhammer style. You can get your butt handed to you playing as Germania. Yeah, I remember them being a tough faction.
Units!
Let's go.
Units!
That feeling when the music matches perfectly. I have to admit, I kind of forgot that the enemy army was entirely skirmishes.
Like a frightened child.
There goes the family member. Good. Fucking Numidians killing my own dude. Stop it. Don't worry about them, though. You've killed the general. They no longer exist as far as the game is concerned. Kill these dudes instead. Mind you, the guy didn't have anywhere to retreat to, so this army is just done for whatever happens, I think. Exit battle. Yes. There you go. He took 7 casualties.
And all the sweeter for being so decisive.
Planet War. What's that? Hey, General Store. Trampling goes alright, actually, although our poor elephants keep getting killed at the moment. They're not really covering themselves in glory.
My liege, onward.
Oh look, Carthage is under siege again. This time they brought archers. Good grief. Ironically, that might make this easier. Still floundering about trying to get ourselves some cash. Let's see, where's my diplomat? There he is. Right, you need to go over here. Wait, no, that's not my diplomat. You're my diplomat. Whoops.
Yes, my liege.
Be
Talk
quick.
to the Gauls.
Our patience is limited.
Very demanding, really. Really? Give you trade rights. I'll give you map information. Oh, for goodness sake. Fine, whatever. Who are you? The Greeks. Hello. Map information. And an alliance? Oh, they don't want an alliance. Map information.
A
though.
most generous proposal.
Most generous proposal. Oh dear. Let's have a look. So how do things actually look right now? Macedon seems to have kind of almost ceased to exist. They've got Apollonia, and that seems to be about it. Crazy Medieval 2 mod as Godzilla, Wookiee faction, Teletubbies riding dinosaurs. What? I have to admit, I'm like morbidly curious now. I remember a mod that I used to play quite a lot for Medieval 2 back in the day. That I even contributed to a little bit, actually. It was called like Thea the Awakening or something. And it was just like a really off-the-wall kind of for shits and giggles fantasy mod. With like a whole bunch of different factions that were inspired by real-world ones. Like you had a bunch of like Bretonian sort of Arthurian-style Grail Knights. And you had like a Holy Roman Empire style faction, and then you had like an Aztec style faction, and so on. But they also had like Uruk-hai and Orcs down in the south, and they had Romans as well, and a pirate faction, which was really fun, and all sorts of stuff. It was kind of a weird and interesting and really, honestly, genuinely really fun mod. It wasn't as mad as like Godzilla and Teletubbies, but like it was a bit. You remember that? Yeah, it was epic, that mod. It was great.
Mighty General!
Yeah, I know. Deleting some mercenaries. I just... do you know what? You guys are not amazingly useful, so you can go. And back over here in Spain, I'll get rid of one of these units, the smaller one. That'll help us claw back a bit of extra money. I don't need oh, there are some mercs over here. Let's get rid of you as well. I'll keep the Balearic Slingers, though, because they are just so good. It was for Medieval 2, that mod. The Warhammer... Yeah, I never played the Warhammer mod for Medieval 2, actually. I heard it was pretty good, though. I remember there was a mod for Rome Total War that was based on, like, the movie 300. As in, it was, like, a Mediterranean, but, like, a really stylized, sort of comic booky, bizarro version of the Mediterranean. You ever get into Europa Barbarorum? Yeah, I did play it a bit. I didn't play a massive amount. But I did, yeah, Europa Barbarorum was cool. It was very, very, very cool. I remember playing it back when I had a computer that was so crap. The turns were like, it was like, you know, freaking Mortal Empire's campaign in Warhammer sort of turn time, because I was playing it on a computer with 512 megabytes of RAM. Those were the days. Yeah, I actually have Europa Barbarorum 2 installed. You know, the Medieval 2 one. I actually have it installed. I've got that installed, and I've got Broken Crescent installed, and For King or Country, the English Civil War mod.
Mighty General. Attack!
No, they actually have some cav this time. Broken Crescent is just, it really is superb. Now, he's still planning on doing the English Civil War series. Now, so I really did think about this, and I really wanted to do it, but the problem is I kind of did like a playtest run of For King or Country to refamiliarize myself with it a bit. And the problem is that it's a beautiful mod with beautiful units and a lot of work and love put into it and everything. The big problem with it, however, is that the AI just cannot figure out pike and shot warfare, which means that every single battle you do becomes an absolute steamroll. Because if you use the pike and shot units the way they're supposed to be used, they're really good, but the AI just can't figure it out. Which is it is a huge shame, because it's a really cool mod. It's just the AI is dumb as a box of bricks, even by usual Total War standards with that mod. Because it would, you know, the Medieval 2 AI was never equipped to figure out pike and shot. I mean, I could get like pike and shot campaigns. In fact, I think I own pike and shot campaigns. The Slytherin game. And do that instead. But it just wouldn't really be the same. You wouldn't have the eye candy. How do you feel about the new Cadian shock troop sculpts? They're alright, you know. I've been using custom heads from other companies for ages now, so it's hardly anything new, really, and I'm not really building any more Cadians anytime soon, so I'm not in a huge rush to get any more, but I guess it's theoretically good that there's a bit more variety in the box, and also they've included more special weapons. I'm less enthusiastic about the box, therefore, costing more going forwards, because you bet your ass it will. At the minute, you could get like a box of Cadians from Element for like £17.50 or whatever, and it'll probably cost you like 35 quid after they add the new sprue. Look at that mosh pit. I'd love to play Pike and Shot. The tabletop war game. Yeah, I'd be sick. The only Cadians I'm going to be working on in the foreseeable future are actually some squats. Because I got a box of those totally not squats, honest dudes from War Games Atlantic. And they looked really cool, and I figured since my Cadians already have Ogrins and Ratlings, I might as well throw squats in the mix as well. I'm not really doing much hobby stuff at the minute anyway, because it's very, very likely I'm going to be moving house in the nearish future. And the new place is not going to have tons of room for me to do battle reports anymore. So it's kind of put a crimp in my 40k model production schedule. So I'll still collect, and I'll still probably play at the local club and what have you, but not going to be frantically painting up entire armies at the rate I used to. On my painting desk right now, in fact, are basically 3 models that are unrelated to anything, and they just looked cool, and I fancy painting them. So, because there's a really cool little website called Troll Soup, where they do sort of really old school Warhammer / Rogue Trader style miniatures, and I got from them a metal Saturnine Terminator, a troll waving a couple of big ass bones over his head, and some sort of mutant orc. Like, he's an orc, but he's mutated. Like, he's got tentacles coming out of his head, and he's got a scorpion tail on the back of him and stuff. It's really weird. It almost looks like a Gene Stealer cult orc or something. It's really, really funky. Why does the formation get all screwed up when they come out of the gate? I don't get it.
General! Units, forward!
Normal battle reports. Well, at least for a while. I'm holding out a very vain hope that perhaps I'll be able to do some very small, like, combat patrol games in the new place. But I really do doubt it. I have seen it, and it is blooming tiny. I recommend Black Powder as well for tabletop. Yeah, I've always fancied Black Powder as well. A lot of historical war games I'd love to play, but never got the chance previously. The only historical war game I've actually played was Bolt Action, and that was really good fun. I like Bolt Action a lot, but I've always wanted to try Black Powder and Pike and Shot and Hail Caesar and all that good stuff. Chain of Command. Like I say, there's an awful lot more of them this time. Hello. Go after those archers. Build skirmishes. If this was Age of Empires 2, those archers wouldn't stand a chance, but unfortunately that's not how this works.
Units! Move at the double! General! Move! Units! Double time!
Let's see if we can try and pull off what we did last time.
With all haste! General!
Whether or not we can actually manage it, though, is a different question. See if we can make this happen. Yeah, go after them. Oh, no you don't. Leave me the fuck alone. You little gits. Oh, brilliant. We got a rout already. Even without the cavalry's help. Perfect. And can we make that go down the line? Almost. Yeah, there we go. Feel the wrath of my general's bodyguard.
General! Destroy them! General!
We've got him.
This general is the perfect enemy.
Units!
Oof. For a minute there I panicked. I thought that was my guy, but it wasn't. Doesn't help that the Numidians have the exact same color scheme as us, just in reverse. Oh boy, look at that. Splat.
With all haste! General! Attack quickly! General! With all haste!
Carthage Kerfuffle 2 Electric Boogaloo, everybody. Or that, yeah, Carthage Kerfuffle 2 the Numidian Shuffle.
Indeed. And all the sweeter for being so decisive.
So decisive! Lovely. Another Siege of Carthage. Yep, yeah, released 3 months. Like the Numidians tried it on again. I guess the one saving grace we have is that they have terrible morale, those desert infantry. So if we keep beating them back like this, we'll be alright.
mighty general.
It's a bit of a slog fighting the Numidians, though, I gotta say. Good God. Asdrubal. Oh, nice, dude. Well done. Up to 7 command stars now. Good for you, age 64. He found his calling in life. You got to get on the offense. Well, we're working on it, all right? We took Leptis Magna. We killed an army out here in the desert. Next on the plate is going to be Cirta. That's what I want next, because then that'll give us another port along the Mediterranean coast, which will be super goddamn useful. And then, frankly, the Numidians are welcome to their stupid desert territory down here if they want to keep it. I worry a little bit about this Numidian settlement down here sending an army up here to annoy me in Leptis Magna later, but
Yes?
it will take them a while to get there at the very least.
Can I be of service?
You, my friend, next turn are going to Alexandria to make me some money, I hope. I still don't really know how merchants work in this, to be honest.
Ready to sail!
Right, you guys... You're sailing over here to Messana because I think it's time for old Bommelcar here to begin his invasion of Italy. Possibly. I'm still terrified of those Principes, to tell you the truth. They're a little bit terrifying. Look at the stats on these guys. Defense 16, attack 7, defense skill 4, missile attack 11, shield 5. Like, whoa. Oh. Rome is, yeah, OP very much by design, I think. All those Roman generals' cavalry as well, like, ugh. Dealing with that's going to suck without proper spearmen. Now, on the bright side, I think we can recruit some spearmen now. Yeah, Libyan spearmen. Unfortunately, we just don't have the money for it right now. Out of curiosity, what does the next barracks get us? It gets us Peni infantry. Ah, yeah, they're the Carthaginian phalanx unit. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, want. What would the next... Can we get war elephants yet? I've forgotten. Not yet. The next... Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, the elite cavalry stables would get us war elephants. Which have the archer dude on the top and they're bigger. More hit points, etc. Peni infantry, yes. I'm afraid that is indeed what they're called. Feel the wrath of my Peni! Peni implies a singular penis, which is unfortunate. I think Carthage can get a sacred band in this game as well if you upgrade the barracks enough. Didn't they get that? They have they're basically just retextured Greek armored hoplites, but they're really good. I'm sure I remember that being a thing. Army barracks. Maybe not. If you can get it, I'm not sure where you can get it. Oh. Oh, baby. Armored elephants. You get Sacred Band Cavalry. I'm sure they got Sacred Band Infantry, though. Could have sworn. Oh, some nice big fat catapults would be good too, actually, though. Look at this, look at this. The Romans, they get nice law enforcement buildings. We get execution squares and secret police HQs and secret police networks. I feel like this is being very biased against the Carthaginians, frankly. Romans get, like, arenas and colosseums and stuff. We get execution squares. Seems a bit sus to me, frankly. Oh god, Corduba's, like, really unhappy. Why are you so unhappy, guys? I've lowered the tax rate as low as it'll go. What's the problem right now? Distance to capital, unrest, and squalor. Fuck. I'm going to recruit a unit of peasants, lower the population a bit. Alternatively, we're going to just have to fight off a revolt, which will not be a huge amount of fun. Carthaginian KGB, I know, right? What's going on? Dear. Do you know what, guys? I am afraid I have to go a little bit early today. I've just realised. So, I'm actually going to call the stream here. Twitch, Carthage 5. I will hopefully be back tomorrow. Where I will try a bit of Daggerfall, and then I'm thinking for the second half of the stream I might play a bit of the new Blade of Agony Wolfenstein game thing. Not an official Wolfenstein game. It's complicated, honestly, but you'll get it when you see it, if you haven't already heard of it. But yes, that is theoretically what's on the menu for tomorrow. Raid Variax, he says. Is Variax alive right now? Bloody hell, he is. He's a bit early for him, isn't it? Alright, fair enough. Or Raid Variax. He's playing City Skylines. As usual. He loves his City Skylines, does Variax. I picked up a game called Transport Tycoon. Not Transport Tycoon, what am I... Transport Fever 2. That was it. Why the heck... What happened there, brain? Transport Fever 2 I got, because it was on sale recently. And I'm going to play that at some point as well. It's sort of... As far as I can gather, it's sort of like City Skylines-ish, but it has way more of a emphasis on, like, running railways and well, transport, basically. Apparently, it's very similar to the old Transport Tycoon, which I accidentally Freudian slipped in there. But yeah, anyway. Start raid. Go say hi to V for me. And I will talk to you guys, hopefully, tomorrow. Toodaloo, everybody. 3, 2, 1. There it is. All right. Cheers, my dears. Catch you next time.